So, good evening everybody. Welcome on the stream, and tonight we're gonna cast the Handsome Squad against the Jammed Comms. And with me I will have a wonderful co-caster. It's the level 13 Warlock. And I will just dial him now so he can join me and we can preheat you a little bit. So let's watch if he will answer the phone. Test, test. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi, and welcome on the stream. We are live, and yeah, this is my co-caster tonight, the level 13 Warlock. Yeah.
So only two level 13 Warlock, I have to say.
Oh, nice. So, yeah, we have a level Division 5 match tonight. It's round 8 already, and both teams are on the edge to qualify for the playoffs. Top 8 will make it, and this game tonight can decide, or can be a huge step for either team into the right direction. We are still waiting for all teams to arrive.
Like, we're so late in the season. It will be pretty interesting though, because like every win now can be important for both teams.
True, true. And yeah, I think the contest has already happened. It was the map pick goes to the Jammed Comms, and the first pick to the Handsome Squad. The first ban has already happened. Sky Temple is banned out. The rest is still not done because we're waiting for the last member of the Handsome Squad to arrive, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's now very important that everyone is here and they don't have to have too much subs in it. Like, both team has actually some substitutes, but I think now they have to get here with full strength in the last rounds, so they get every point they need to get into the playoffs.
Yes, and yeah, both teams. I don't know exactly where they're from. Oh, I see in my in my information I still have a X for where the teams are from.
Like I know from the one team, there's at least one guy I actually played with. It's Darken from Jammed Communication.
Ah, yeah, I know his name. He was in a team where one was called Darken and one Darkon or something like that.
Yeah, that was pretty hard, I think, to cast, for example, like Darken and Darkon. Like, yes. I think the Handsome Squad is from Germany because Waschbär and Barracuda, that are names that normally German people take.
Yeah, I think they had some of them are German. At least I don't know if all of them are. I talked to the one is called Shubidu, and I think that's a German name. And yeah, let's wait. Yeah, Garden is still globally banned. I think Blizzard tried to fix it, but it didn't work somehow. So no Garden train. That brings nothing to the table. And yeah, both have about the same hero pool count. Both have used 28 heroes so far. And if I look at the most played heroes, on the first view I don't see so many special heroes, like all pretty meta heroes. Jammed Comms likes to play Sylvanas though, but I heard you have a more in-depth analysis done, so can you provide us with a little bit background information about the teams?
The thing is, with the teams, at least with Handsome Squad, they have 3, 5, 6, 7 players already. Like, they played with 7 players, and literally everyone, like at least 3 of them, played the Harker. So we cannot, like, they split up their 8 the Harker picks up on 3 people. So it's pretty hard to say now if the Harker is like more of a confident pick for these people, or is it like a thing that is in the team. I mostly think it's a thing for the team and not a confident pick, because they had not a high win rate on it. Like, it's except to the other high pick hero they had. It's Keltas, picked 8 times too, next to the Harker, but with way more success. The other thing on Team 2, the most played characters are Sylvanas, with 62.5% win rate, and ETC, played 8 times and 100% win rate.
Oh, that's huge actually, yeah.
There's
really
like
great.
ETC is normally not seen because of the dominant parts of Garrosh and Diablo, like Anuburak, pretty dominant heroes on the tank role, and ETC is there with 8 picks, like the most pick and the highest win rate.
Wow.
Like potentially a ban when they don't know how to play against it. I played against it recently with my team against an ETC as Wayne, and I just felt how annoying it is to do with block party level 1, and this got
The
buffed
new
in
block
the
part,
last
yes.
patch.
It has a
Even the old
75
block-
armor now.
Yeah, even
75,
the old
that's
block
silly.
party was huge.
Yeah.
Like it's an AoE block for everyone
Yes, it's true.
near
Now
him,
even
and now
more.
it's 75 armor.
Also,
like-
it's really handy in draft if you are so comfortable on a non-top 3 meta tank like Garrosh, Anub, and Diablo at the moment, and then you can just don't care for the bans, just ban them out, whatever, and then you go for this pick, and it's comfort. It's really good.
Yeah, when we talk about tanks from the other side, it's like they actually pick more of the meta tanks. They can whack Diablo. I see no Garrosh in their picks, but even not in their bans. Like they banned it 4 times, but
I see. Yeah,
like I think they're not prioritizing Garrosh, but they're for the other ones. But I see the bans are already.
they are happening. So we have the next ban coming in. It's Volskaya, banned by the jammed comms.
And before the Handsome Squad banned Aldork Pass.
Yes. Thank you. Aldrak Pass.
So sad. I like Aldork Pass.
No, it's the worst map in the pool. It's actually the worst by far.
It's so fun to cast. You have to cast it one time.
I think it's the best. It's the worst map to cast. Nothing happens. The people do nothing on this map. All you can do is send the mid camp and wait for the objective. And sometimes they do the boss, or usually it's the wrong thing to do when the objective is up. So the map is just so poorly designed. It's beautiful from the visuals and sounds, but it's gameplay wise, I think it's awful. It's too big, and you can do nothing except for the Gnoll camp, and then the objective does everything automatically for you. That's just silly. I prefer Dragonshire, best map. That's my opinion. But on my last stream I had a huge talk about this. Like Dragonshire is so cool because the teams and their tactics they say what the tactic what the speed will be. The objective can be taken whenever you like, and not forced like, oh, come here, fight for the objective, and then the objective will do everything automatically. It's more like orchestrating all 3 lanes, but well, I can go on forever on this topic, you know.
I think that's why I think, like, I don't say Aldork is the best map, but I don't think it's worse to cast or worse to play on, like on Braxis, for example.
Yeah.
Like Braxis was disabled for a reason, because it's snowbally, like you cannot come back from it. It's very hard to do, like especially when you are on a
we have a Towers ban coming in. Towers is banned, so remaining maps are Battlefield, Cursed, Dragonshire, Infernal Shrines, and Tomb. So, sorry, excuse me.
No problem. Everything fine?
It's Dragonshire, yeah!
Come on, don't give him everything we want.
Take Dragonshire by what team? What by Jammed Comms, right? Okay.
Yes.
Take Dragonshire. Where is it? Where's my stupid? Oh yeah, there. Back. Okay, can you host it?
I'm already on it.
Oh wow! I finally switched my client to English, so it's according. So finally I can say all the names of the heroics without struggling for the translation. So there they are. There they are. Do you have? I think that the right wing, that's one team.
I really hope so.
we can maybe we have 10 right wings. That would be silly. So
when you want to bully, so when the team wants to bully me, then they just have to.
You can set us for what's called
referees.
Yes.
Already working on.
Nice.
Darken is here. Oof, oof. Darken. Will be fun to see if he will bring his Keltas again, or to see a Sylvanas.
I don't know. What was Darkon or Darken the one with the Keltas?
Darkon was the one with the Keltas.
Yeah,
like he plays, like he just have 1,000 games. Like I can watch it. This how much he played, but this will be very interesting. Now 620 games, but it's like 300 games over Li Ming. So like his Keltas is fearful, and I played with him, and he has like a pretty aggressive playstyle with him. So. Oof.
I see. Okay, yeah, I'm curious. They picked Kel'Thuzad a lot, so that could come in. And Dragonshire, like I said, is a very interesting map because you have this. Yeah, you have to actually find the solution to play the map yourself. Like, it's not like come here, win the operative wins the map. It's more like play all 3 lanes, get advantage on the lanes and orchestrate them somehow, and then maybe you can secure the dragon. So in the late game on Dragonshire, you usually have those situations where when the teams are even, that they are getting around the map and trying to find opportunity for engage, but nobody is doing a risk, and that's I like this. It's really cool. But well.
We'll see how this works out for both teams.
Yes.
Maybe see some cheese picks. No, cheese in exclamation marks like Rexar. It's not a cheese pick. It's like
no, Rexar. It's really.
Here.
It's in my opinion, he should be banned on this map. It's not something.
UL too. Later, UL's pretty annoying to deal with.
Yes, it's annoying.
Too. Like she just jumps over it, gets a point, and when you walk to her, you just jump over to the wave.
But I haven't seen that many Irels recently. That's true. She was very strong when she was top meta here on this map, and then she fell off somehow. But yeah.
But Handsome Squad is actually playing pretty well, so probably we can have only well pick here, probably against Rexar when they really let it open. But
so, yeah, okay.
I would not concern this because like both teams played Rexar a bit.
Yeah, I think Rexar is a must ban here first. So you don't want to deal with it. It's just so strong. So the team 2 is ready, and team 1 is ready as well. Where am I writing? Ah, there. Thank you, and here we go. So I remove the launch music I was playing until now. So yeah, and we are in the draft. I switched to the big overlay, and here we are. And yeah, we have the Handsome Squad on the left and the Jammed Comps on the right. And it's first pick time for a Handsome Squad on the map.
So it will be interesting to see now if they will progress with same bans. Like especially against Handsome Squad, Maiev and Anna were banned 10 times. It's very much in the few games that they played. On the other team, it's pretty open up what banned against them. Like Gemmed Comps played so much Sylvanas and ETC, that's the most picked and the most success. So probably some bans there when they target. Or it will be some normal meta ban. We will see this.
It's a handsome ban. Excuse me, can you a moment go on with the talking, because I have to post something to the Heroes Lounge.
Yeah, no problem.
Nobody else can do this.
Yeah,
thanks.
I can do this. No problem. Yeah. On the left side, right side, Gemmed Comp banned Maiev. It's pretty normal to them too. Like they normally ban Maiev first. And yeah, on the other side, Maiev got banned a lot of time. So they have a Maiev player. They have a comp around it once they played sometimes when it's open. See what's the ban now? Nubarak. Yeah, pretty normal. Pretty standard. One of the strongest tanks in the game at the moment, even after the nerfs. I don't think the nerfs will hurt him too much. Cocoon is a very strong ultimate to just pick a target out of the fight and make it a 4v5 or 3v4. And on the other side, Anna got banned. So we have the standard bans, Maiev, Anna against Handsome Squad, most banned against them. Anna's still strong even after the huge nerfs they bring to her. Like, still, in the end, there's Rexar first pick, of course. Like one of the strongest maps next to Braxis that is not available in the map pool. Can now bully the solo laner, like they have to bring something against it and deal with it. Or maybe someone who's confident, or make it the 5v4. The Hargast would be still open here. Would be possibility. Johanna first pick and Kel'Thuzad for Darken. So we will see today the Keltas, I'm so hyped off because I really like to play with him when he played Keltas, and I think he's pretty good with that. So, see how this will work out. Wave clears here. And on the other side, the second strongest mage picked by Linnea.
So, excuse me, I'm back, sorry. So, there was
Welcome back.
no admin to post into the stream channel, but Karis is somewhere out, so I have to write the message and send it to him so he can post it. But that's now working. So excuse me, I'm back. So we have actually really the Rexa first pick, yes, and
yes, and we see Darken on Keltas, so
nice.
We have everything we want here on this map.
I think Velociraptor is really strong on Rexa. Was it him, if I remember correctly?
He played 2 times Rexa and they had 100% win rate with it. So yes, he was a solo laner from them. He's the substitute solo laner. Played the least games from all the solo laners.
Okay.
No. There's Barracuda still have same numbers, but more like tank and solo laners with more than EC. But Velociraptor was at least a substitute solo laning.
Okay.
With Rex.
By the way, Diablo, thank you for the follow. I always want to say that. So we have the Sylvanas band, so they had a look on the statistics of the opponent, and yeah, if I look around, they have the Maiev ban, the Yana ban. That's pretty strong meta-wise. Also the Anub, and so do they play a lot of Tracer? Team?
Sadly not. Like I don't see any Tracers or Tracer bans from against Handsome Squad. Maybe they have one trick and they just watch the profiles something. But in this Heroes launch they didn't play Tracer. But the other thing that where I think Sylvanas should not be banned, like there's search thing now, because Darken was the guy who's playing Sylvanas when Keltas is banned. So he actually has Keltas, so they don't worry about the Sylvanas ban anymore.
Okay, so there was no in-depth analysis happening. Maybe just look at the. So we have a white man. That will be interesting. I haven't seen Whiteman for a long while. I think she's can be very strong, but she's complicated to play. You have to manage a lot, and sometimes you can drive better with an easier to play support. But let's see how it turns out. Do they have played there before?
Yeah, Whiteman they played actually 3 times, but not with so much success.
Yes.
But I'm more worried about that Tyrande is still open and was not picked from both sides. Like Tyrande is such a good hero to play with and do stuff with it.
Yes, I wonder why. Diablo Tyrande combination would have been great. Also with the Greyman and Jaina Burst, the D. Additionally, I don't know why they choose the White Man. Maybe defense against Theratul, but when you pick the White Man, the people have to come together for the heroic, and that's where Keltas and Theratul are happy to go. So I'm not 100% sure if this is how White Man will work here. If at least when Tyrande is still open, but. Yeah, let's see. I'm curious. I don't know. So from the Arthur's solo lane against Rexa, so he will try to stack his D on that, but I think Rexa is in the big advantage here.
Yeah, I think they really will be focusing on team fights. Like Zeratul, I think it's a counter pick to the combo that they played with Diablo Jaina. I think they were worried about the Zeratul coming here with Void Prison into the Diablo Jaina combo. That's why they picked that, but they have now the Void Prism, so.
Oh, and the new graphic is so nice. So can I zoom out? Why can't I zoom out? Oh, I can't. What did I press?
You have to press the right buttons. It's Control Y.
Oh no, I'm on the English client now. Yes, before it was Shift K.
Yeah. Now English client has different.
I see. K for camera.
So, do you want to start with the left side?
Yes, on the left side we have the Velociraptor on Rexa, and Vashbear on Witherman, and Linnea playing Jaina, Shubidu playing Greyman, and Regufe playing Diablo. And please take on the right side.
Yes, we have here Jam Comms with the Epic E on Johanna, Darken on Keltas, Lucera on Rhaegar, On the top side, we see Myrmidon on Arthas and Zeratul from VoD. So we see at the start literally like the normal thing that you do with an Zeratul there.
Taking
Like
the bot.
doing the 3-man mid and Zeratul staying bot lane, soaks the lane up.
Yes.
So they don't lose any XP.
I think later into the game they should switch that the bottom lane is 3 people, but for now, yeah, we're going on, nothing happening yet. Let's check the talents. So we have the Devil's Due for Diablo, Flare for Rexa actually. That's an interesting pick. I really like to pick the bird wave clear with him if I play solo lane, so it's interesting. As I said before, Arthas is going for the D quest, the new double buffed Told Your Ground for Johanna, and Electric Charge for Rega. So
the thing is, what I think why he picked Flare, because he's a little bit worried about Zeratul. But the thing is, when you communicate with your team properly, then you shouldn't normally know where Zeratul is.
And we have double camp from Team Red going on. Rega did the top camp solo, and on the left side also did the top camp, so both top camps pushing at each other, but Red is going for top and going for the Arthas and securing the first pick. Arthas was maybe too far out. Did you see the pick coming? I was just there when he fell. Was he very far out? Or?
He was a little bit, but mostly I think he was catched up by the immediately rotating to the grey main and white main.
Yes.
You don't think that when they do the camp, they will immediately put it out. Now they have the bunch on the top side.
Yes, but Red had 2 camps, so the bottom camp is still pushing, but they won't get a tower from that. It's still, yeah, rather open, so nothing much happened, but top wall is falling. Arthas is back, trying to hold the ground a little bit. Zeratul soaking mid, now Team Blue rotating back, Rexa remaining on top. Bot is pushed, wall has fallen, and also the well, so they have to do something there. And that's Rega is Greyman is there, Witherman not yet, but Diablo is losing a lot of life. Johanna deep position is very fine. Diablo is not much remaining, but Whiteman can heal him back up. Now they have to retreat. Rega is very low, and that is a death. Rega killed by the Greyman, who's having a nice little dinner there. And yeah, if you wonder why I don't say Whiteman but Witherman, that's I some days started to say this because I think it's totally silly and I can't stop with that. And now I'm ashamed.
The thing is what we just see here from the game plan that James Combs has in mind. They do all the camps. Rega and the Keltas were doing the top side camp while the tank and the Zeratul doing the bottom camp. And then they immediately go for the Bruiser camp down there because they saw 3 people top side. And now top side Rexa is in danger.
How could that happen?
I just watched it, and Rexa was on the point together with Misha, so he was not just letting Misha top side, but Arthas is already finished with his quest too. I think he has to play with Misha lane more better, like he did at the moment.
Yeah, I think the dragon is now secured by Team Red. They're pushing down mid. They already have the bottom 4. That's a huge advantage. There is really good strategy with a quick camp clear here on the side. That's really good. And yeah, Jaina has to be careful. What's happening on the bottom? Nothing. Oh, Arthas is on top. Why is he so deep there? What is he trying to do?
He tried to disable the rotations from white main. He catch white main for a short time, so white main just not immediately rotate to the Dragon Knight. But you have to say the first Dragon Knight is not the strongest. He cannot do a fort pretty fast.
But so at this moment in the game, they have a lot of value because they already got the bot 4, I think, and the mid 4 is about to fall, and this is a lot for the first Dragon play. Yeah, and I think it is a mistake to take the flare here. I know why he's doing this, but you can see usually you can split your heroes. So the Misha on the thing, and the Rexa is still able to clear the waves with a bird so quick and easily, but without that he can't. And you could see that the wave was pushed in, though he is Rexa, he should be able to clear this, but he couldn't, and that was a huge problem for him. And then going with both heroes on the position is not the right thing. But yeah,
the thing what you have to play here on the solo lane is pretty easily to say. Like normally you play solo lane who can clear the wave and then just get off the lane and don't have to be on the lane anymore. The enemy has to deal with it.
yeah.
Like that's why Leoric, for example, will be a good option here too, especially against Misha and Waxa.
Oh,
Like
Arthur is in problem on the top right now, but he can get out. He's just Misha is still on it. No, he can get out. Sorry, excuse me. Go on. Go on.
Don't worry. Like Leoric can clear as fast as Misha and Waxa can. I think why he picks the talent too is because Arthas cannot clear the wave so fast too, and he has the advantage to have Misha on his side to just go on the point. But at the moment it's not working out so far. No. Like he's too scared of 0-2 coming to him.
Yes.
And killing him.
This is something you have to communicate with your team. When there's a stealthy in the team in the match, you have to usually you have to do this all the time, but especially with the stealthy you have to communicate a lot. He's there, he's now mid, he's bot, so you know where you have a room to act. On top, army is used, but that he's running the wrong direction. There's Rexa, there's Jaina, there's Diablo, there is Witherman, and that's not good for the Arthas.
I think it was the only direction he could go, because when he would go the other way, he would just get slammed against the wall.
Right,
and now he gets some time at least.
That's it.
They have a bottom camp again, and they invade
they're doing
for the
so
siege camp
many
too.
camps here. He bought that much time. They're pushing for the wall, for the keep wall already. With again the secret boss of the map with a bot keep, a bot camp. They're doing so much camps, especially the top keep camp with a Rega alone, and then doing also the bot camp. The bot bruiser camp, which is getting so much value. Top 4 will fall, and the dynamic of this map is when the top 4s are very important to open up the map, but behind this there's just a bridge. But we see on the bottom now that there's a fight happening. Ring was cast, although the heroic for Witherman was casted, but nothing happened. It was defended. The wall fell, but nothing more. It's okay. I think a 7-minute keep wall is something what you can have.
They just take every ultimate they had except for 2 and just slam it in the team fight.
Yes.
But literally nothing happened there.
Oh, and there's the white man out of position, and he got caught. That's not the dead white man. That's a problem.
Yeah, the blessed shield was still up, so like why walk out there? Like
yeah.
Was it like that should be called that walked out and get slammed by the shield and everyone could follow up.
In this moment army is popped again on top to finish the Misha. Misha can't go out from this. Misha is gone, and Rexa is alone, and that's the moment where Darkon on his Kelthas is now top as well. They want to secure the dragon. They try to, but the bottom is where the fight will happen. And it's a 3 against 2, and it's a focus on Johanna with a bullet used. And Johanna's dropping low. She will try to move out there, but she can't hold this. The bottom shrine will go to the... No, there's the Zeratul, and Blue is kind of scared. They're backing up, and there's no everybody from Red down, except for Arthas, who lost the top shrine, but they could secure the dragon. They could. That was good. They just played it on time. That's a well orchestrated map, like I say. And they have the dragon and they go in for keep. That's could be a under 10 minutes keep.
Like now they have the problem. This Waxar, like Arthas had over 20 stacks now, so Waxar cannot really bring Misha up on the point, and he was scared to go immediately on the point after they left the lane because he didn't saw them. So he was scared that he brings Misha and Misha gets killed on the top side. That's why Arthas gets Dragon. Otherwise, when he would immediately whack to it.
Whiteman heroic used. Jaina is dropping low. Also Void Prison used. That looks interesting. And yeah, the keep fell. And yeah, my English is a little bit rusty. So everybody's still alive. 2 kills, but there's a huge building advantage for the red team. And heroics. Yes, nothing weird picks on heroic, just the very standard stuff. I think we have the boss on Rexa, which is interesting. But Dragon is now over. They used the last breath to kill the wave, and that's fine. And now they're back up, and it's time to do the camps again. I think Zeratul already on the top side, so there won't be a fight. Oh, they're now trying to steal the siege camp again, but this is a little bit too early from the Rega. He has to his answers for himself, but Ring is casted, and there's an upper combo, and the Greyman just fell in the Jaina as well. What the fuck? There was no Peel at the front. Where was Misha? Where was Diablo? Diablo was on the flank, but both DDs died. Dead. And that's another dead hero. Diablo and Misha falling. This was the... Oh, White Man, are you still living? For now. Diablo is there, oh, but he can't. Just in the very moment he wanted to approach the Zeratul, he blinked and killed the White Man. And this was a sick fight, because it looked like Rega was doing a huge mistake and trying to throw the game, but he survived, and then just they managed to kill everybody like from the blue team, especially the DDs, and then that was just a huge turnaround.
The thing is, it was never a turnaround. It was all in favor for Gem Comms, because Wegar got the buff that he can use his ancestral healing on himself, so he was not even in danger. Like, he know what he's doing.
Oh, that was close. That was
like
close.
the team moved like immediately after Wegar was not out. The snare hit from White Mane. They moved out to help him out. He got saved. And then the spread bomb from Keltas in these small spaces, not even Wexar or Misha or Diablo could help them. Like, they just spread the love all around everyone, and they just explode, and they don't even have a chance.
Yeah, the Diablo was on the flank. He had engaged, but until he was there, his team was dead, and Wexar was a little bit far behind and could not do something. So yeah, but I don't agree that this was the plan from the beginning, that the Rega was baiting them. I think that was...
not the plan, but he was never in danger. Like,
you think so? Yeah.
Yes, he was. I think he was so much, like, he had so much confidence to just jump on the siege camp.
Okay, yes.
Like, he jumped alone on the siege camp without his team when he was knowing that 2 people were coming to him, and then he walked out. So I think he was completely sure about that he will survive this, or at least he wants to create something there.
That's okay.
That this happens like that is a little bit unfortunate for them, but.
The word person used. What will happen now in this epoch? Nobody died yet, but on the top there's Greyman falling, and also Rexa is in danger because others in the backline with his ghouls together, and also the Diablo has not much life left, and everybody's very low. That is a huge run over from the red team, from Jammed Comms, and this will hurt. Just Rexa still alive, also Misha, but that's rough. I think so, that's really rough.
They have so much options to do, but they just lose it everything in the early game, so Zeratul maybe get picked here.
Yes,
Diablo.
Diablo came back, and they have the dragon though. I think it's not enough to end. Will they try for an end? They might, but they can also go for a safe mid keep. I don't know. Let's see what happens there. At the moment they are fighting on the Misha.
They should go on the safe mid keep and see then what happens.
I think so too.
When they get some kills here, maybe then they can do something with it. But I don't think they can even go for kills here now.
I think that's the right call.
Because they're missing Zeratul.
True. Yeah, I agree. That's the right thing. They should go for a safe keep. Maybe the top 4 as well. So the map is just open. If they get a pick, nice. They can move in more. But that's fine like this. Oh, the keep is still standing.
Oh, so close, but one Dragon Breath will end it. Yeah, that.
Now going for the top 4 as well, or clearing somewhere. Yes, they go for top 4. Like I told before, the top 4 opened up the map a lot, but this map is already opened. Oh, and the kick on Greyman. That's something he wants to do.
Like, Diablo tried to create something, but he didn't even catch one properly. I think when he would catch someone there, when the Dragon Knight was moving away. There's a pick.
But it's Johanna. She gets a lot of damage, and the ancestral heal saving her. Nothing happened. A lot of damage on the blue team, but Johanna gets it secured. Dragon doesn't get the top 4, but it's okay. Level 20 against 17 already.
Yeah, we have the standard picks here with Shadow Mending, with Indestructibles, the Flamethrower from Keltas. Like, Arthas will probably go for the movement speed. Oh wait, he go for the movement speed.
Yes.
And Wegar can go for whatever he wants. Like, the Storm Shield will help them to win even more.
Yes.
The Ancestral Healing will help them too, because they have Storm melees.
Johanna is very confident now, going right in, and Zeratul following up. with a Void Prison and another Void Prison, another Q combo, and that's a dead Misha and Greyman and a Diablo. And this is just a swipe at this moment.
In the next game, we will see a Keltos ban. I can read it because, like, this Keltos spread so much together with Rexar. When he would go to the level 7 talent to do more damage after each spread, like, this would win the game alone. Like, they were not confident around playing Rexar on this map, and that you saw here. Like,
GG, well played. Yeah, yes, they weren't. They just picked him because they thought it's the best hero here. But you could see that was the map from Team Red, from the Gen Comp, and they had a big plan here, and they executed it very well with the camp. They got the first picks against them. They were behind like 1 to 3 in kills, but then they turned it around with a strong macro play with a good camps, and that was really well played, I have to say.
yeah, the one team just excelled completely. Like, this was not Division 5 we saw here. That was something way higher. Like, how they reacted to the enemy team, and immediately responds to 4 people top. Okay, we do the bottom. Like 3 people top, we invade their siege camp on the second time. And like, they had so many good counterplays against this.
But
Like,
these are the dynamics of this beautiful map.
I would not count this to the map.
Yeah,
like Albrecht Pass, like me and Ventro had such a huge cast on Albrecht
really?
Pass.
Okay, maybe.
Like, this was so funny and such a back and forth, and they just wanted with a cheese boss on the top side what actually be spotted, and they would lose the game. But yeah, like, so many maps have a dynamic option here. Like, this time it was Dragonshire. I think the same could happen on Towers of Doom with a 1-0
yes,
at the end.
Towers of Doom is as well very interesting. Also, Battlefield can be fun to cast.
Like, I don't see any map that is not fun to cast and fun to watch, at least when the teams give us that.
Yes,
give
that's
us the
true.
party that we
Maybe
need.
I was just unlucky with the Alterac Pass casts recently, because it was really nothing was happening. Nobody was. They were just waiting for the objective, and yeah. But on this map, I love how you can give your own pace for the map. Like, we do the camps, we do this, and there's no need to just force the objective fight now, because you can arrange the map yourself. And this freedom is something I really like and sometimes really miss in Heroes of the Storm. And especially that's why I didn't like the garden rework, because now it's like come here, fight, map objective will push the map automatically on all 3 lanes. You can do this on a map like Tomb, because the map is so narrow and the objective is bound to the lanes. But on a map like Alterac, which is so big, it's just, I don't know. I don't like it, but whatever.
The thing is, there's a reason why they were Garden of Terror, because like the first thing was way too it more felt like a bad Dragonshire.
Yes, it's like it's hunt the flower.
Yeah, it's a hunt the flower, and you cannot, like, you don't have any fighting pressure with the flower. Because the field you can provide to transform enemies into the little flower things, so they are disabled, is so small. It has no pressure, and yeah, the fire from the dragon is not so huge too against enemies, because it don't do too much damage. But when you have a low life target like Valor, for example, and you stand in the fire like you do in World of Warcraft, you just get to half life with one of the Qs in the late game. And people underestimating this. The same like why people underestimate Hyperion, or now the new reign of disappointment, I want to say again, destruction. Like, you sometimes don't see it immediately because it's so small, but this can be the turning point, the small numbers. And the Garden of Terror didn't provide anything of it, just huge push. And when you push on one lane, you just destroy the part where the flowers are going out. And meh.
Oh, we have the first pick choose by the Handsome Squad, and Gem comes picking Battlefield. So you can might host again. Yeah. We have a Battlefield.
Open.
Also an interesting map to cast, because yeah, it's a team fight map, and it's not hard to figure out the macro on this map, but it's still interesting in its dynamics. So it's interesting for casters, I think, this map. And a late game Immortal can throw around the map. Pick Battlefield by Red. And I also think the new garden is better than Alterac because you have something else to do. There are camps, a lot of camps, and there are and the objective is not just one fight but more fights. So it's a little bit interesting, but whatever.
Yeah, but we don't have to talk about banned maps already.
Yeah,
so like let's just go for Battlefield of Eternity. What this will change for at least gemmed comms now. Like the thing is of Battlefield of Eternity, you have to think about other heroes. Like, do you want to waste the immortal? Like there are two big immortals on the map that has to be rushed down, and then you get an immortal that pushes you the strongest lane. And what do you want? Do you want to fight at their immortal? Do you want to fight at your immortal? Do you want to race the immortal? And do you have enough camp pressure? Because we have two camps for each side, like one on the top side, one on the bottom side, that are slightly pushing, more like siege. And then we have the avatars, shamans
yes.
on either the left side and the right side that normally are for the teams, and the top and bottom are fight against each other. So, like, the timing now is very important, and you saw the timing that they bring out on Dragonshire. So they just pick this map because this map is so dependent on the camps too. Like, you can do so much pressure with the camps again, and this could actually be the reason why they picked it, because they are so familiar with doing camps.
I agree. So, like you said, this map brings different heroes to the table into the draft. They are more important because they can race. Suddenly, Li Ming and Vala are more contested, and also like Hanzo and Greyman. And that's also a hero like Artanis as well. You see them quite often, and that's interesting to see what will be picked. So it's team fight important in the middle. So nice paths for heroes like Diablo or Lucio, and or people that can just push or throw the others into the stuns. And like you said, yes, the map is not complicated in terms of macro. It's very clear. You have those camps top and bottom, and the both shaman camps, but you can make an interesting what do you do first, and it can be interesting because the map seems so simple at first. There's a lot of interesting things how it can work out, and you are still in the race if you are able to fight for one immortal. So if you maybe lose the first three immortals but still alive and can get a great fight with good camp pressure on the other side, and then you can turn around the map completely, and that makes it interesting.
The thing is, when you go for racing, you can lose a race. Because what? When you pick Vala with Q build, you can even defend the immortal pretty easily. Like, you don't have to worry about the race when you're behind or something. Like, you can just sit there like, okay, we just do this, and still be fine because you can clear it. But when you're struggling with the ways and then lose the ways, and then you struggle with defense of camps of the immortal, and then you fall behind.
Both are
Start the game.
Wait, should we do? Yeah, both ready. Yes. Good luck, have fun, both. Yes, it's interesting how it will turn out. Let's see. Let's see.
Vala, come on.
Vala.
Yes, I love Vala.
Yeah,
but I hate to play her because she's so squishy. She gets hit by one thing and is literally dying.
Yeah, and everybody has more range than her currently. That's not cool. Filson Wow says Artanis should never be picked though, and yeah, I agree somehow. He's but you see him a lot actually. If you play this game in Storm League, you see Artanis on this map a lot.
Yeah, Artanis has many problems, but this is one of his strongest map. What we have to think about now too, we don't have Sledgehammer here. Like, they cannot pick Sledgehammer because Sledgehammer is banned, so Mercy is not an option here anymore.
Is Zeratul respect ban maybe? I don't know. And the Mariev banned again. They did this in the first round as well.
Yeah, I think Gemmed Squad will go for Mariev and Anna again, like they did the last time.
I have to switch to the
Gemmed Com normally bans the same stuff against the enemies every time, either because they don't want to play against them, or they just see that the enemy team plays it.
And the Hanzo, they banned him as well in the first map, right? Yes.
Yeah.
And he's good on this map. He lost some of his race, but he's still fine, and he's a long range, and he has a lot of walls where he can scatter from. So yeah. He's gone.
Yeah, that's why Diablo is so strong on this map
Yes,
too.
and
Like,
Diana
so many
again.
walls, you have to slap people on it, and
Yes,
Diablo's job.
that's it. That's it. So, what is now? What will be the first pick?
Like, Vala is open, go for it.
It's a Anoop.
But
It's a
they
right
just
thing to do,
say
I think.
we take it.
Anoop
So,
is fine. And it's
yeah.
Lim Ming. It's a good pick. Lim Ming is it's never bad, but on this map especially she's good because she can long range poke and race here.
Yeah.
And, Johanna again. Johanna is especially good for disrupting the enemy's race with her blind and survivability.
Not only that, she can use her W to pull people into the stun when they are attacking. So that's why people sometimes pick Alwak in Battlefield of Eternity, because they can just turn the fight around on their own immortal, even when they're behind.
True. Oh, and Ophia. That's interesting. I'm not a huge Ophia fan, but if she has the right setup, she can do a lot of damage in one of the passages. Maybe you get a Leo. Now we have the Thrall. So if the people are in the earthquake, and there maybe something can happen. So
like I think this will be like when they really want to go for Leoric, it will be a Crash Lightning Thrall. But
yeah,
problem on Thrall is why this Crash Lightning here is like, or not why Crash Lightning, more like if the enemy team comp has something against poke, a healer against poke. Okay. They cannot do Thrall cannot do so much even with Crash Lightning.
Yeah,
when you have an Uther.
And
for example, on the enemy team, like you have an easy time as well. You just poke, and they have to retreat and for
an additional Leo, and you have Ophia as the only range. If the enemy manages to get an immortal, you have a huge problem defending it with only Ophia as a range hero. That's not so cool.
And then Thrall on wasting matters.
Ben is good Ben. She's very strong here. Follow up and D on the bottle. Yes.
The thing is on Thrall, like you don't have the highest damage on the immortal. Like his DPS on immortal is pretty low, except when he's going for level 7 Maelstrom weapon quest and have finished it. Then he has one of the highest damage on immortal. Like he can even outweighs Greymane from all the order attackers. Comparing it to
There's the
Vala.
Davanas. And then Arthas. Arthas for the offlane, I think so. Yes. Again, and Darkon on Sylvanas this time. No Kel'Thas. There was also no Kel'Thas ban. And Sylvanas is, in the moment, I think she's really strong. At least in like uncoordinated environments, like quick match or just not pre-made teams. Because she can suddenly come from somewhere, burst, combo somebody, move around and be out again. In a coordinated team, maybe she lacks. Oh, and there is the Leo. They're really going for this combination. Oh, this will be problematic. I did not. I thought about this as well, like you said, but I did not expect that.
When they go now, like only imagine, like Dargon had the option to go for Kel'Thas here, but they would be then double mage against an Ubuak. That's not actually what you want. Ming is actually counter to an Ubuak too because of the laser beam can just destroy the cocoon pretty fast. But Sylvanas,
we have a white man now on the other side. Interesting. We have seen white men on both sides. This is an interesting match.
The thing is, so for Sylvanas, what I have to say, I think Sylvanas, especially in an environment where she can do stuff because the team is coordinated, she's very strong too because she has a different build. Like she don't have a build that is like in quick play, like E-focus. She has other options. Mind control is hugely strong to catch someone out. And you have the option to go the blind and full Q build or a mixed build. We will see what Darkon will go here. Like, I'm a huge fan of Sylvanas after her rework because now she can actually do.
She's very strong. She's a better Vala at the moment, sadly.
Yeah, except the point that she don't have the immortal damage like on this Q build. Like that, there she lacks a bit the damage on immortals.
Yes, except for this map.
But in a team environment, she's way better.
Yes.
But like it depends on what Darkon wants to build here because we have 4 melees with Rhaegar, so you cannot really go the Q build because it's hard to land for the 350% bonus damage on the last tier. So this will be interesting to see what Darkon will pick here. Like
So,
Let's see.
yeah, so on the left side, and we have the blue team with Velociraptor on the Leoric, Vashbear playing the Riga, Linnea playing Ophia, Rigufe playing Anoop, and Shubidu is playing the Thrall. On the right side, who's that?
Here on the right side, we have Gemmed Comps with Myrmidon again on Arthas. We have Lucera, this time on Whitemane, Darken on Sylvanas, Epic E on Johanna, and Poit, this time on Limeng.
Yay! So if they lose the Immortal, they will have huge problems to defend the enemy's Immortal. So the blue team, the Handsome Squad. So wow, let's see how this turns out. They will need to fight, and I don't know if they can do that, but whatever. Let's see.
Like immediately what you should do, like bring Lyric up to the top side. This time I think Lyric has an advantage on the solo lane.
And we have
like,
Echo of the Elements for Thrall.
That is hard to do, especially with this comp. Like Echo of Elements, I did one time the mass because I play Sword sometimes and I want to be okay, what is actually stronger. An Echo of Elements in an environment where you can hit the people easily compared to Crash Lightning, even out damage the full stack Crash Lightning. But only when there's no minions in the way.
So this time the Riga is going for the totem at the first to land. Nothing so special, except for the Whitemane is going for the Q and not the laser. And that will be interesting. Also, I've seen some Limings doing, instead of Power Hungry, doing the new buffed teleport skill on one, the Ether Walker. But no, not this time. I don't know. Let's see how it turns out.
I think Ether Walker is more of a quick play.
It's a lot of bonus. You can poke a lot because you get the bonus percent on Q, but depends. And there's some huge damage coming from the Ophia, but also the blue team is dropping because they're standing close together and getting damage. Our Anoop is dropping, and Anoop is falling, Anoop is dead, and there's some damage coming to the backline as well, but everybody else survives, and the first blood goes to Team Red, to the Gemmed Comp, and they are using this advantage immediately to take the bot camp, the throwers, the goatman throwers, or what are they called? I don't know.
I just call them siege camp. Like I don't know what they are.
Yeah. What is it? Like, Impaler is it called? Yes.
Like we already have 23 stacks on W of Sylvanas. That sometimes people forget too. Like the strong thing of the W quest from Sylvanas is that you can shoot on the tank and it will spread to everyone near him. So you can even damage with your W people that are standing in the back line. And this is a huge problem when it gets stacked up too fast. Like when you have a 100 stack Sylvanas and you're going on the back on the start, damage all of them with pretty high numbers. So it is actually a big problem that she already has 20 stacks.
We have the speed on Joanna on 4, so she has a little bit more engage possibilities. And now she's taking the laser on level 4, Whitemane. So just on 1, she doesn't take the elite laser. That's interesting. That will leave her with sometimes maybe healing problems. But maybe she's wise because she knows the enemy doesn't want to poke. The enemy can't poke really. And then she has always opportunities to use a laser on the enemy. And this is this is a dead Anoop again, but also the Whitemane falls. And she got into
this was a little bit bad positioned by Whitemane. Like she was standing in the back line from the enemy team. Like what was she doing there?
Just like I said, if she has her rotation up with a zeal, and she needs to get the mana back, she needs to laser something, and she doesn't take the level 1 talent to laser for getting the mana refund on her own team, so she has to laser the opponent team, and that maybe brought her out of position, I don't know.
Yeah, but this time, like you go, like Whitemane has clear build, like she has, like every new hero that has not the solo lane or assassin position has literally the same setup of builds. Like you can go full Q to buff your Q up.
Engage on the Myrmidon, on the Arthas. He's focused down. He's still alive. He's still standing. Anoop dropping also. No, Anoop still standing. And that Arthas, he was caught out very near to the front. Top Liming is already with a Immortal who was secured by the red team. 4-1 split like usually, but no, there's Witherman on the bot. Witherman is bot, yeah. I like to say Witherman. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's silly.
Oh, they catch someone out. Darkham can go out.
Yes,
Nah, got
made
catched.
good, yeah. What is it called?
Like this happens when you're way too aggressive with 3 men without a healer. Like
That's it. Yeah. They saw the opportunity to jump out of the gate, and they did. That was well executed. And they have all the time now to defend the Immortal.
and now they have the opportunity to take the top camp because like they're only 3 now. Like even when they're engaged, they have the
White man is
opportunity
scouting
to
that.
just this.
It's the same white man that played the Rega before. Maybe he's still the Rega in his blood. That's why he was that aggressively positioning. Oh,
This
just evenly just secured the camp because Joanna was about to move in.
Like I really want to know what the thinking was with white main build here. Like this is fanatical power now, more spell power, but lose 25 armor. With this positioning that she has on the point, like this could be very, very scary for her.
Oh, it's now focus on the white man. She's trying to survive but won't. And now they are switching the target onto Ming, but Ming is mobility enough to get out, but Joanna falls in the very moment because she is dropping low without a white man. I'm not so you can take fanatical power. It's one of the go-to builds, but I'm not sure what the level 1 build thing is. And
the thing is, you have to go for full Q. Like you cannot pick the Q talent and then go for High Inquisitor. Like you have to go for the lower mana cost every time you use your Q. I'm not sure how much it is right now.
And we have like double amount of healing for Rega compared to white man, and you can see this in the match actually.
No, I mean more like the talent that she has. She has the opportunity to go for a full Q build that is completely Q.
Okay.
And you are so strong in burst healing someone. When someone get catched out, you just burst him up to
it's true.
to nowhere. Like, but did she not have a cleanse on 7 normally too? Like normally too? Like I think there would be an option here against an Ubarak as well.
On the top, Anub is alone. No, it's not. 3 against 4 on the top. And red is trying to move in and poke the Immortal, but blue is defending and trying to get picks. And now they are diving onto the Sylvanas, but Sylvanas is moving out. Johanna is dropping low meanwhile, and she falls. That's an important kill they wanted to have. They will now try to raise themselves, like with a Riga and Thrall maybe? Yes. Just Anub stays top. Leo taking care of the Arthas. Red is taking the camp. It's both level 10. Let's check the heroics. We have a Cocoon, we have an Entomb, we have Crushing Jaws, Earthquake, and Ancestral Healing. And the red team, what does the red team have?
Disintegrate, Scald Aegis, Army of the Dead, Blessed Shield, and the Silence. Like, I think the teamfight power from Handsome Squad is now, like, immortal. Like, they have such a good teamfight option, and the other team not.
And Red is moving in to interrupt the race, and now, there's Entomb used, but where are the... there's damage on the Thrall, and Thrall falls with the Link porting in, securing the kill. Now, Aegis is called, Crushing Jaws does nothing. And there's Joanna in the Cocoon, but it's instantly removed with a Disintegrate. I think if you take the Entomb, you should go for the Eternal Feast. That's the go-to heroic in that combination. I don't know why he does the Crushing Jaws, but well, maybe they want to secure one backline pick. Now diving on the white man, trying to, but still surviving. Generally doing a good job. Arthas on the flank can't connect right now. Is now coming back to the team and clothing the entrance together with Johanna, who's fully standing there. Earthquake used, and now they engaged. Anub diving to the backline. Entomb used on Arthas. Focus on Arthas. What's happening? Yes, Arthas is focused, but he's still surviving, and there's this huge stun. Rega falls. Arthas, now he dies, but he bought so much time, and still the Immortal is won by the red team. Because meanwhile, there was somebody racing.
There's an work that at least. Like this was teleport build, and this teleport damage just secured an Ubarak. But the whole team fight now. The first team fight, even when they would have Eternal Feast, it would not matter because Ophir was silenced together with the backline by the Sylvanas arrow. So actually this team fight went horrible. Second team fight, why they could not kill Arthas, was Entombed, yeah, but they have only one ranged character who can attack it. Swell was behind it, and he could not attack him, and he was on another target.
Arthas
There
was the
missing
wrong
the
target.
focus.
Yeah.
There was missing the focus because only 2 people were literally on Arthas himself, and Swell was on someone else and did not follow up the focus, because I think the damage from Swell would be enough to just secure the kill.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, like I said, going with just one range, and it's a long cooldown mage, is problematic, especially on this map. And they lost the keep wall, nearly half a tower remaining. Even levels. We have both close to level 13. Little bit advantage for Team Red. Kills is still one more for Red and now for Blue, and they're moving in now with a cocoon on Whiteman and dive on. Whiteman is still standing. And who is that? It's Johanna. Oh my god! And just blind. And now that's problematic because Red is gathering and together moving against the initiators, and that is yeah, they defended this quickly and fine.
Now you see the problem of the team that Blue have. Like when they're not as 5, when they're not focusing one target down, they don't have a chance to actually do something. Like even when Whiteman has like a more iffy build, can still heal up one target pretty hard. And they were focusing Artis this time again, no, Johanna this time again, but it's not working out for them that they focus this target because they were only 4 and didn't have the damage to finish it up. So, like, I'm not sure about many options they picked here. Like, they had probably a thing in mind, but it's pretty hard for them to now really come back.
It's a very one-dimensional draft, and the Whiteman can, with the Aegis in the very moment, deny the burst damage. I don't know.
Like even going for Earth Shield here, like Earth Shield is good. It gives you a 12% max hero
we have
shield.
Engage at the Shaman camp. What will happen now? Red is positioned safely, but oh, that's a focus on. No, what a miss synergy. But can they defend? No, it's Thrall falling. That was not good. They are falling everybody. They try to go aggressively, and that can be very harsh. This might even be game. Could at least be keep. It's very early right now, but yeah, they
should just go for the immortal now.
Yes, they should. They had the Sylvanas and the crushing jaws, and then she got moved out somehow with I don't know why, and
like it can be potentially, but I'm not sure that the Q hit her and some spaghetti code thing happens there and you just knocked out of it.
Maybe yes,
but it could be a stutter too from Sylvanas, like just a small stutter that brings her out of the
it looked for me like there was a Sundering cast, but we have no Sundering here.
Yeah.
And no, I think it was a Q from the Ophia herself, right? From the Sylvanas? No, what was it? I don't know what happened. How
I don't think anything can reposition here, but like even then, like Arthas got picked up now because he was a bit too far out. But
that will take some momentum out of Team Red, so they just can secure a keep now. That's good.
They tried to engage on the camp and they got crushed, not by the crushing jaw, but like they could not even target something down because again the focus was not there. Everything was used on Sylvanas, who was already nearly out.
Oh, that's very huge damage.
And they're overstaying the momentum now.
Silence used. Whiteman is on the flank, but yeah, they don't engage. The arrow is out. Our other heroics are still up. They're still pushing here. They have level 6 and the enemy don't. They're using their Palantir advantage. 4 against 3 on the bottom. Arthas is re-engaging, while at the top we have Thrall and Leo clearing.
120 stacks on Sylvanas. She's not good in time, but the damage is still reachable for the backline.
Yeah, and they have 4 melees, and it's all spreading the damage. It's silly, and there's that's the worst thing that could happen. They lost the Ophia here, and this is a keep. Blue has to be careful, and like I said, they can't defend with just a long. One long cooldown ranged mage against on this map. That's
The thing is, Leroy could go for other level 4 talent, gives him more damage against monsters. So he can actually clear this alone. He go for the range here. So, like, what's actually happening here? This is not optimal. Optimize their builds for this matchups and for this map. Like, they had many options, but this time decided for other options. And even the ultimates they use, they don't follow up on this. Like, there's a crushing jaw. No one is even low, except for Sylvanas, who was not even in the crushing jaws.
Yeah.
This is ending the game for Gem Comms.
That's the end. I think the moment they lost the Ophir here and both keep, they threw it away. They said, okay, that's through. Let's just use whatever we can. I think that was no serious fighting in the last moments here. But I have to say the red team did this very good. They well. They made a strong fight again. Blue bottlenecked themselves too much with that draft on this map. They had not much option. They were forced to engage and get the pick because they had so bad immortal defending possibilities. And with a white main, they and standing compact, and with the Arthur and Joanna, there was no way through. Nobody fell fast enough. The melee all got held away from the back line with Arthas and Joanna, and Thrall was blinded and rooted and whatever, and that way they just could stand together compact in movement and just move forward and win this map. And that was well played, not as dominant as the first map from their own side, but they feasted on the mistakes that were made on the blue side, and in the end could manage to secure this second map. And I think they are deserved this win. That was well played.
The thing is, what I just see here, like, yeah, it was not so dominant like the first one, but it was still dominant. Even when they lost one character, like, except from the last thing, they lost Arthas because he got catched out, but still pushed for the bottom side because they know they have Immortal on the top side that cannot be cleared by Lyric alone, so they have to defend this S2. So they had an advantage on the 4v3, and then catched out of Fear was standing a little bit too forward, and they could capitalize on that and still pushed in, put pressure on it. And even when Whitemane was standing middle in the fight, she was completely hiding in all the chaos they had, and it was just awful to see that they can just do that even when one man down and even on literally same levels.
Yeah.
Like, they were one level behind, but they had the option to defend it as 4, the 4-man push, and just defend it with 1, but they would still lose, I think, the fort there. So it's hard to say if they actually can do something with that, or is it just like completely overwhelming. But that didn't feel like a top match, like when both teams has the same amount of map wins. That feel completely like that. Handsome Squad has a very bad day today.
Maybe yes, maybe the Gem Coms had a very good day, and I think it was a good draft on the last map. Just nobody can. The peeling from Arthur and Johanna is great, and then there also is Whitemane who's Whitemane, which just is fine for the first to survive the first burst engage with this combo if she can get out her Aegis. And Li Ming and Sylvanas are both very mobile heroes that are hard to catch with just melees and the follow up, and that was just fine. They could play this fine, well. Yeah, and this is a quick cast for today. I think that was just yeah, just about an hour, and but
two
well
very
deserved.
fast games.
And this is yes, 2 fast games. They had that huge control over these matches, the Gemmed Comms, and Gemmed Comms now have 7 out of 8 matches won, and this is, I think, very close to the should be the playoff if nothing really weird happens. So we might congratulate them and see them in the playoffs. That is, yeah, well deserved. And I think there's a strong team. It's a strong team, and I don't know. Can be hard for the next opponents to fight them.
like they won every game 2-0 and lost the one game they lost 1-0. So
I see.
Oh no, not every game. I think there was 1-2-1 there too, but they lost the 1-0, and this could potentially, when the rest of the teams are winning, brings them a little bit down. But they should be fine. They have 7 wins now.
They should.
But still, like on 8 matches, like when you just look at the table here, like you have Gem Comps on first with 8 matches already, and everyone behind him has 8 matches already, and even Ladders and 3 has 9, so they cannot really drop down. So they are, you can say they are actually there in for the playoffs. So, and I think the update that they had on the team on the roster, because I think they switched it up a few times, with especially with substitutes they have. Like they have a clear option. While Handsome Squad has still an option, they have a 9th match and they have to win this.
Yeah.
And they still have the option to do it. Like, but now it's not in their own hands anymore.
That's true. Yeah, it's the top is very close, but yeah, top 8 will make it to the playoffs. So, of course, you can say the first 2, 3, 4 spots, those are really deserved teams. But maybe if you get 7 or 8 or 9th place, it sometimes depends on the drawing of the matches, and it can be interesting. So securing like the 7th or 8th spot for the playoffs can be surprising. Maybe just a team that has a lucky last win strikes can move up there or have a good day, whatever.
At least Division 5 is small around, but like we will see what happens there.
Yeah, so yeah, that was for today. I think we saw strong play and good matches. So I hope you enjoyed the casting as well and the match.
Yeah, a little bit, yes.
A little bit.
You know, as I could not. I wanted to cast Outward Pass again. Like it was so fun to do. I want to see such hilarious match again, but this was 2 dominant performances here. So at least it was some kind of more analytic for me. See, okay, where was the mistakes made by the one team, and they were pretty clearly. But I just pull it up to the bad day probably, because it really felt like they not played their best day. And I watched a replay of them right before the cast, so like it looks completely different how they get dominated, and normally they can dominate too. So sad for Handsome Squad that they has this bad day, especially against Jammed Comms, who was a directly contender, and now they have to do stuff in the last game. But yeah, we should not take it too long now out, because it's still Division 5.
Yes.
So we will see probably next season some of the teams up there on Division 4, and probably even higher when they have higher rank in their team. And yeah, I think we did everything we could here.
Yes.
To cast this and make it interesting, hopefully, and not too much.
Yes, thank you for your help, and I think it was cool. I hope the viewers liked it. And yeah, do you want to make a last shout out or something, greetings or whatever, before I end the stream?
I don't want to be slimy, but Azok533 just jammed me some words in. That's my team leader, and he's like our white main. And even white down
whitey white man. Okay.
No, not white main. He just plays every sport.
Okay,
so it's not even matter what he plays.
So
that's a shout out. Thank you for watching of a few parts of my team. So
cool. Yeah,
that's the only thing. And yes, a shout out to the other teams that played, because yeah, what's funny and interesting to see, and a lot more stuff that you can analyze, and yeah, it was really fun.
So yeah, then thank you, and I leave this call now, and then just will soon end the stream. So thank you and bye bye.
See ya.
So fellow viewers, thank you for watching again. I hope you enjoyed it. Today we had another co-caster on board, and yeah, you see I'm still trying to get into streaming. That's I'm working on a better what is it called here, overview like this, you know, this overlay. Yeah, overlay, that's it. So soonish I will have the camera, maybe next week it will be there. So for now I wish you good night and a nice sunny evening, and yeah, see you soon. Thank you very much.